This is the most prevalent system in world history, number 1207, on exactly February 25th, 2026. This is Keys to God's Universe. Everything is about you. One world community. Invest Keith shows everything. These are all clickable links. Number one requirement. Who do you know to protect my life today? And then you all become free will sovereign God citizens. God's Constitution, unocracy, homesteading, the voting system, reverses climate change, town hall forums. Everyone now becomes a peacemaking, problem-solving expert at every level. Biggest job creation in world history, but of course all the jobs are local. Everyone gets paid after they perform their function. True utopia. And there it is. Evote.one drives it. All the leaders. No more appointed anyone. No secret deals. Every leader is electronically voted in by one general election, depending upon the company, the government, the project. 3 levels. It means we can vote out the same group or a different group, can vote them out by majority, no problem. Oh, there's your 51%. No, you can actually decide what your majority means. And number 3 is the most critical. This is how you create a crime-free utopia. And of course, the consultant pay will always be decided by we the people. The same people that gave them authority or a different group decides how much money they make. They can even take their money away. No guarantees unless you perform and you actually work within the confines of God's Constitution.org. Legally enforceable, of course. The whole answer is right here in yellow. Every leader in the world will be underneath the project called milestones, and everyone focuses on the problem above. So this is multi-level proxy. It's right there. We the people control all decisions. We control every single leader in the world with no exception. 6,000 years ago, they came up with New World Order, which only gets worse on a day-to-day basis, which is why we're asking for immediate safe haven passage by each of you. And we now host press conferences and peacemaking town hall forums. The other systems are on the right. And of course, now everyone will finally understand that we have one mutual God and, of course, Mother Earth. No one is taking care of God or Mother Earth. So why in living hell or heaven would God or Mother Earth or even KeithBrentDuncan.org ever lift a finger to protect your assets, your souls, and your lives? So the end result is everyone use 5steps.life, which is original God's generator called mind mapping, to solve any problem in the world peacefully. I was always CEO Keith. We have education, housing. There's your Evote.one repeated. There's a new banking system, universal banking system, total decentralization, total privatization of the money flow. We're going to get to that in a second. And it's all about Gods1World.org. We even have boot camp for the super wealthy or honest who will be guaranteed safe passage and protection only if they give up 90 to 95%, even 100% of their total net worth lifetime earned. There it is, boot camp 1. The whole system is about zero politics, which means nobody can control any large group of people or even small group. Metaphysics is the original. Well, it's right there. Metaphysics, you can read it. We have all the other systems of be smart, be rich. It makes no sense to be rich because you're killing the economy of everybody else. Be smart, then you can be a millionaire. But you've got to earn it. And with my system, you'll never lose it. Unless you do stupid things, of course. Community Crime Watch, the basics of solution law enforcement. Protect all the children. In fact, this destroys the child predators, which happen to be mostly middle-aged, like Epstein. Christ's domain unifies all the religious denominations as only spiritual leaders. Quite unique. Oak Grove United Methodist Church. Peachtree Road United Methodist Church will now be the epicenter of the greatest revival, revolution, resurrection in world history, only by efforts of CreatorKeith.com. No one else has ever protected my life because of super criminal Antichrist Robert D. Rose, coming up soon. Single International Department of Social Justice, no more individual Department of Justices. I am the ultimate Prince of Peace. You could even call me the Overseer King of the world. Duncan Klein is the seed fund. It includes everything that was taken from me, and I'm actually about 3 miles from the most major $40 billion robbery, Norcross, Georgia, October 3rd, 2011 forward. We even had Earth First Concert, which is still active, but we're losing our websites because no one's resurrecting anything. I've already explained why. There's your Evote.one final stock market, which is really reinvest all and profit shareholders, so we don't have a stock market. Too bad you lose your stock options. Too bad you lose your bitcoins. Too bad you lose all your commodity traded pieces of paper. And here describes why I'm modeling after Jesus Christ and monk King Solomon. Fortune 1 will be the new overseers for the whole world. Super wealthy people who oversee the governments and corporations as unbiased whistleblowers. The ultimate. Free nuclear is part of the way to reverse climate change. You'll see that. You've already seen that forever. God's Constitution is the entire basics of one self-evident total replacement of all man-made laws. God's Crusade has always been why God sent Keith, which was a website. There it is, God sent Keith, but it expired about a month ago. So help inmates is to keep people out of prison in the first place, unless they're psychotic antichrists. I follow Jesus Christ too. That's about 60 years old. Investment 1 describes how to invest your money and your assets so that it's actually protected principal. All the other systems are how to solve any problem in the world. Don't go away, because you're losing out on how to be your own small business owner. We even have how to clean up the ocean, Keith Yachts, like Jacques Cousteau. Learn first names is how to immediately get to know who's who. Lucifer Agenda is the current World War IV at the bottom of this list. It's all alphabetized. A couple of people we've been working with, Miracle Scandal, she's worth calling. Support her. Her son was kidnapped when they were twin sons were born. That's Sandra Bullock, by the way. Need to speak with her directly. In fact, I need to speak with every single one of you. And I will soon, because we also have the media. Replacement media, so no more Fox News, CNN, all these big mega corporations, medias that never report the real news. They all spin doctor it. This would have generated $5 million per month, but I'm sitting in hell being persecuted and threatened and almost killed so many times. We documented the whole thing at Where Is Robert Rose, Solution Drugs, and of course DuncanClaim.org, which is universally how to show who the criminals are. Oh, that's going to be Manhunt All. Did we hit that up there? Oh, that's a good one. That's huge. That's why it's in red. Easy to manhunt down any violator of our human rights. Oh, but there's more. There's more. I even have the word Saint Keith and Savior Keith. Most obvious. This will save 10 to 50% of the world's electricity with a smart circuit breaker, and a smart smoke will get rid of all the wildfires and the house fires and the major fires that have been killing millions and billions of people. Salvation Bank fraud is 2 systems, 2 simple methods. Everything's patented, of course. that eliminate Federal Reserve System, FDIC, Securities and Exchange Commission. It gets rid of all the Lucifers who are the cybercrime terrorists. Stay tuned. No, keep on going. Here we go. Solution energy, food, God. Here's all the basic ones. Biggest reduction in gun violence. Homesteading. No one's in debt anymore. Solution judge is really total tort reform. Replacement. Total new world replacement. Solution law enforcement is basically who is who, so criminals can no longer roam freely. The basic principles are all under Solution Manifesto. And then, of course, you've got no more military wars. The whole focus is how to obtain global total peace. Team Money Machine teaches anyone how to create any powerful business and never fail, unless you do stupid things like hire stupid people or allow embezzlement or employee theft or just stupid business decisions. All the other things, Testament 1 replaces the Old and New Testament. In fact, that one solution replaces every known theology in the world with God's Constitution.org. The whole system is under one banner, unocracy.org, perfect word. You'll be able to voice command anything, which is AI robotics. And of course, the first big project is back in the Philippines, unlimited electricity, unlimited water control, called watershed management. And of course, we've got everything else. World Patent Trade Office, World School Fund. Oh, here's a huge one. World Trade Federation. This is your trading platform that's free, so no one can manipulate the ad generation revenue. And of course, this changes, and just to prove that it's dynamic, we're actually down to about 110 right now. So we'll change that. Here's the most powerful proof that I was kidnapped and almost persecuted. Canceled restraining order, July 15th, 2011, that everybody has denied ever existed. Well, it links everything together to prove that I was a victim of organized criminals and Antichrist, Robert D. Rose. It's worth not only $500 million, it proves all the crimes were against you. Who do you know to demand the USA government accept all evidence and actually protect my life? In fact, everyone should be protecting my life the whole time. So now we're going to flip to the next one. And here it is. These are the basic fundamental. We decide every new project. Oh, there it is. Fear no evil. So this is a slideshow from Fortune 1, which is me. And of course, all these individual solutions. We'll move it down just a little bit to make sure everything's in lined up. There we go. We got it perfect now. So these are the ultimate slideshows, known as a PowerPoint. We're hiring thousands of corporate executives and about 40,000 new age workers. And this would have happened back in January of 2012, except Robert D. Rose ordered we be killed. And he almost got away with unlimited murder called genocide. So here is we decide all next best project. That's the entire system. And of course, ecology mining reverses climate change brokesters, banksters, and criminals forever. Unlimited electricity, unlimited water storage. Now everyone can build their own communities called villages and maintain and manage everything about your own community. You decide everything. That's quite unique. There we go. It's all about leadership training. Train the trainer, train the leaders. You now become your own new world leader. Reverses all criminals forever. That's never been done. But it happens pure, raw use of Evote.one and Foia.one. And of course, nobody trusts God. And of course, nobody's trusted me because of the number of criminals that want you dead. Did you hear that? And there, who do you trust and know to protect the life and all assets? Continues on, demand all the presidents live cast sign Article 4 of God's Constitution. that we've actually had for about 40 to 50 years. Same thing, totally destroys criminal ruling elite. Call them what they are. Criminals are criminals are criminals. Reinvest all, reverse IPOs the entire world. Only privately held companies and local banks, all embedding, using trillions of dollars of my own technology with what you already do best. Future City, that's what this is going to be about. Developing thousands of new small villages and communities, totally independent, sovereignly independent as only middle class, free trade, free travel. Who do you trust and know to protect my life? Well, that means safe haven for your life and your assets at the same time. So here's some more basic. The key to the whole world is the metaphysics.org. And here is the most critical. We pick and replace all of our leaders at governments and corporations worldwide. No underground criminal, no dark web, no black web, none of that. Ever, ever again. It's a utopia. And here's, you'll love this one, hear all evil, see all evil, the three original Chinese monkeys. And there's a fourth one that says do all, no evil. This monkey gets rid of the other three. Pure raw philosophy. We, God's people, replace all existing world leaders who refuse to complete the projects that we assign. And there's your God's Constitution again. God's one world. No public stock markets. We'll still have a minor stock market temporarily while we, the people, you support and protect my life, you all benefit. Here is we pick every leader in the world as the best manager consultants, project manager consultants. And here's some of the other technology that's universal, that stabilizes the economy, is debt-free, only middle class. You'll always have a little bit of crime, but nothing. And here's the combination of video of documents perfected, call them white papers, the most prevalent, most powerful system to reverse climate change forever. Drops the price of gasoline to about 50 cents per gallon worldwide, and everyone produces their own products and services. Dollar per air mile, this is one of our greatest accomplishments. Jetson Craft and Keith Air Service. Fabulous, based out of Peachtree DeKalb Airport. It's really a universal system. And Asheville. And of course the last is the first. So that's the basic. Our press credentials are here. US News 1 means you start up your own company, your own national news media at the community level. These are the key people to immediately call and actually go visit. Brian Kemp, Josh Stein, obviously FBI, Attorney General, GBI, and of course Trump and all the other world leaders will now meet with us. If I disappear, it all goes back to Antichrist Robert D. Rose, the Duncan clan, Miss Bashama, Brian Walker, and everybody else who ordered I be killed. Can't use any other word than killed, silenced forever. And they've done it so many times, I recorded everything. So now we get rid of this one. Well, we just bring it down and we do a close and we show listening. This is what nobody's willing to do. And of course, my system is obviously free. 5steps.life is the ultimate basic system, how we created perfect computer systems. When you apply it with human psychology, it's equated to artificial intelligence. Can it be not any cleaner than that? So we bring that one down, and here is the basic banner that talks about Peace Summit 2026 as the ultimate peacemakers. Here's the new economic one world, Unocracy org, driven by a voting system, open public share database. This is our original 40 billion. We're actually worth trillions of dollars. And it's all about building you new communities and giving them to you, literally. So all the other systems in here all tie together. They're all connected. This one actually reverses any pandemic in 6 to 8 weeks. Single international banking system of zero interest rates very soon. It makes a lot of sense. World Trade Federation. Single international currency of only credits and debits. Destroys the fiat, the paper changers, all these people that money launder, which is the basics of any criminal organization. And of course, the most fundamental, this is the original Peace Summit Town Hall Forums, step 1 through 9, where really number 9 is the most important. It happens to be protect my life. That really should be on the top. But everything else is, when you cycle through this, you'll find that this solves every one of the world problems by your direct actions. You understand that now? And of course here, well, I'm sure this is part of my publications from Oak Grove United Methodist Church. So we'll pull those up and we'll do a section on that and we'll close it. So we're doing this live on the computer and we're going to do a close here. These are the current domains. Many of them have expired, but there's about 130, it's about 110 still active. So we'll do a quick scroll through there, pause. They're all critically important. They're all part of unocracy.org. I even had original followkeith.org 5 decades ago, 50 years ago. Free